I got fired from my second job because I wouldn't post a ghost job. So let me explain what I do for my second job, what I did for my second job. I was a hiring manager. I usually just post job listings sometimes on Indeed or other job listing websites for my company. I'm not going to explain what company that is because I can't do that. But I am going to talk about what I can talk about because I read through my NDA. I used to post ghost jobs, which are fake jobs to encourage our current employees to work harder. These jobs will be fake jobs, so you can apply for the listing, but not actually get hired. They're called ghost jobs. You're probably wondering, I applied for all these places, why am I not getting callbacks? You might have applied for a ghost job. And I've made maybe 300 ghost job listings. I've made a lot. I've made so many, it's insane. And what messes me up is that they're still doing it. And I got into a little bit of a scuffle, a fracas, one might say, with my previous hire manager. And he said, well, we need somebody to do it, and you're the best we've got. I'm not going to continue to post ghost job listings so our employees can act like they are scared to lose their jobs. That ruins their mental, it destroys their mental health deeply. It's not just my company. It is every company I'm seeing doing this. It's Walmart doing this, it's Amazon doing this, and they'll post a new job at a higher rate. Say you got hired in at $17 an hour. They'll post a ghost job at $22 an hour. And if you try to apply for that, they'll clock you for that. If you try to apply for that, they'll clock you for that, and they'll know it's you because they got your social security number and you applying for the job. I recommend, this is my honest opinion, this is my honest recommendation, doing the bare minimum at jobs. Bare minimum. I mean bare minimum at jobs. Just coast. Just coast by. Doing the bare minimum at jobs. Don't try to do anything extra or crazy. Just coast by.
And there you have it. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And of course, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. One of my brothers had posted this video, had no idea, and it definitely resonated with my spirit because I've been looking for a gig, all right, get some extra income coming in, and I've been applying to a plethora of jobs, and I just said through the spirit to myself the other day, man, these folks ain't talking about nothing. I was just saying it to myself, man, these folks ain't trying to hire nobody. You know what I mean? And like really, using that spiritual gift of discernment, man, and just seeing kind of how janky it is. And then lo and behold, my brother posted this video. I had no idea about this, but it makes perfect sense, man. And then I went, just looking around, and this is a real thing, man. This whole quote unquote ghost job thing, man. Unbelievable. Now, why do I bring that up? Well, this is another reason why the people, the inhabitants, the Babylonians, all right, the so-called Americans are about to lose their freaking mind and revolt against the government because they are full of crap. All right, everything in Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, seems to be a freaking scam. The education system, all right, the Food and Drug Administration, the military, everything seems to be an absolute scam. And do we need to talk about the actual wickedness that's running rampant here? And I was just reading these comments, man, right here. Job hunting is so depressed. Job hunting is a depressing game. All right. Over the few months I've been looking for work, and these videos have been a great perspective. I found that the more I keep looking, the more desperate I become to get out of that loop because it is so utterly exhausting applying through job after job, man. And then everybody's saying the same shit, man. Everybody's saying the same shit, how depressing, how hard it is, and they're getting upset. And again, this is just the icing on the cake on top of everything else that's going on. You got the migrants, and then they're doing this psyop, all right, psychological operation with these migrants, all right, giving them resources and shit. And if you are watching like you should, you should see that it's getting absolutely crazy with the migrants. This whole presidential election is a joke. All right, this guy Trump keeps quote unquote damn near getting assassinated. We don't know what's really going on with that, if this is a scam or if it's really happening. Either way, you know, this is an absolute mess, man. And this is what we're trying to teach our people through the spirit, what is really going on, man. But, you know, it's all these problems, and we're prophesying more problems to come. Just wait. Oh, you just wait till the Lord drop the next real pestilence, man. And people really out here getting sick, on top of the inflation, on top of just everything else, man, which is a perfect. This is starting to look crystal clear with this whole mark of the beast thing. They're trying to reset, reset this motherfucker so they could bring in that mark of the beast, that RFID microchip, man. This is a real fragile economy, and the people are in a real fragile state. Matter of fact, we can take it back further than that pandemic, man. This place has been really fragile, shit, since as a whole, because Vietnam, a lot of people was back here chilling, you know what I mean? But we'll take it to 9/11, man. All right. When 9/11 happened, hey, this place has never fully recovered, man. There was a huge sign for Babylon the Great specifically. Okay, now the whole world is caught up in Bible prophecy. Make no mistake about it. But you know what? We're prophesying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. This place is the great whore. All right, Babylon the Great, this huge place of confusion, man. And you should see it now more than ever. All these issues, man, with people's finances, on top of the banking issues, man. Hey, week in, week out, there's just different issues with people's bank accounts. They're waking up and their money is gone, or they've been hacked. This is all by design, so they can bring in that solution to all these problems, man. All right, but in the meantime, this is what's about to happen. This is Second Esdras. Well, let me start here. Second Esdras. This is what has been going on until it got janky in Babylon. Second Esdras 16 and verse 21. Behold, all right, check it out. Vexuals shall be so good sheep upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. All right. And that's what has been going on up until now. My brother was just going into that last night about the dollar stores and the discount stores and the dollar menu and the 90s. Okay. And blockbusters and amusement parks and all this old crap, man. It was good then, you know what I mean? Up the early 2000s, everybody riding with spinning rims and M&M cars and all type of shit. People was kind of living better, and then it kind of got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, man. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what you're seeing now at an unprecedented level, these things, especially the sword. If you look at all the violence that's happening in our neighborhoods where the Israelites live, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's getting very violent. We've been going through this. We've been seeing this, man. Take it to the 90s with Compton and Chicago, the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, with these mega cities with their gangs, and how it spread out throughout Babylon the Great, creating more confusion. All right. And then we got a famine coming. All right. And then just more great confusion, man. So that's the state of the mind of the people. It has been comfortable, and that's why the Lord has us prophesying and teaching our people, hey, Israelite, this is not your rest. We got to depart, rise up, and depart from this mess, because this is not our rest. And we're starting to see that. And guess what? The people are they're not hearkening to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, mind you, but they are, however, realizing reality. All right, reality is starting to set in. That's why you see people complaining. And there were so many videos about that ghost job and people just complaining. I had no idea. All right, because I really don't fool with the job market like that, man. I'm an old vet. But hey, everybody could use a little bit of extra money, man. So I've been looking, and this is just a complete game. This is a complete scam, man. And it's going to cause the people to revolt, man. And we're prophesying that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Second Esdras 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and that's what's happening now, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And in a modern day, that'll be the government, that they're not going to regard. The people are not going to regard the rules, the authority. All right, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, and it's going to be complete chaos. Remember the migrant thing, man. All right, on top of everything else that the Lord is going to put out here, people are already bugging out. We don't know if the juice they took has something to do with it. Doesn't matter. Let's not forget that there'll be more draconian like measures coming down the pipeline, man, especially when the Lord brings the next pestilence, man, the real deal. So it's going to be an absolute mess, man. You go down to verse 19. We'll go down to verse 18. Man, go up to verse 17. I mean, it's all just finna happen. I don't know why I'm playing. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law, and because it's just going to be going down like that, man. You're going to be wanting to travel and go to another city, get on a plane. Those days are about to be over with, man. It's going to be complete chaos out here. In verse 18, for because of their pride, and we know, man, especially the mega cities, man, they are the epitome of pride here in Babylon the Great. Your Atlantas, your Miamis, your New Yorks, your Chicago, your LAs, these places have been so puffed up, prideful, walking with their nose up type places, man. All right. Because of that pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. In verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Why? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And if you can't find a job and inflation is steady going up and you can't afford it, and for you niggas that can and you women that can't afford it, quote unquote, right now, they'll just keep jacking up the prices, and the more money you get, it's going to be more money coming out, and it's really going to balance itself out for you people that's quote unquote getting to the bag, man. And you're going to be just like everybody else. Matter of fact, you're going to be off worse, because the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So the higher up on that totem pole you are, hey man, the longer that you have the fall, man. All right. And that's why the Lord, taught us to desire neither poverty nor riches, man, especially as it relates to those riches, man, because you don't really have faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. And if you too poor, then you'll be out here doing crazy shit, man. But the whole point of it is a great tribulation is coming because of mess just like this, man. Here they're saying, nobody want to work, nigga. Please, is that there's no more work out here, and it's by design from Yahweh Bahashem Shah to fulfill prophecy. It gotta be. What else is it, man? It's too many issues going on right now. Too much reality to deny the words of the Lord. Yahweh Bahashem Shah. This Bible's true. Hey, the true prophets of the Lord are true. Hey, starting with the brothers, all right, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and the brothers, all right, and sisters that follow the doctrine that the Lord has given them, man. This is starting to speak very loudly, man. All right, and I'll leave it at Luke, because it's about to get crazy, but this is what we got to do. Luke 21 and verse 36, right? And it reads, watch. So we got to be watching, paying attention like we are now, watching these things, man. A lot of our people have no idea about these things that go on until it come across their social media. All right, our people don't watch the news, especially Eve. All right, they don't know what's going on. Little bit shit here, little bit shit there, but it's so much stuff, especially as it relates to what's going on in the whole world. People don't know, you know what I mean? So we have to not be like that. Be circumspect, all right, be wise, and actually be watching. So it says, watch ye and this is words of the Lord, Yahweh Shah. Watch ye therefore and pray always. So we have to be watching, and we need to be praying to the Lord, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all, because it's going to be a lot. All right, all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So there it is, man. Knowing these things, seeing these things, having the Spirit of the Lord upon you, you got to be watching, and you got to be praying to be worthy to escape these things through the Spirit. I don't do it enough, but I do pray for myself, as well as the Akion War Akwath, man, the brothers and sisters as well, that we are actually worthy, all right, to escape all these things, man. We really up against it, man. We're really about to be up against it. Everything is going going to become an issue here pretty soon, and we're going to have to really show and prove that faith. All right, and everyone else is going to it's not going to they're gonna be these strong, so-called strong men, these athletes, man, these entertainers, man, these men with great stature. They're gonna be likened unto little girls, and in that day, little girls, little boys, they're gonna be so scared because they're not gonna have a clue what's going on, and their power, their trust, their faith really is in money. You know what I mean? And they don't want to serve the Lord right now or come and turn from their wicked ways, because they're getting to the bag, man. They're comfortable. And especially our women, the OnlyFans, you know what I mean? The strippers, the educated black woman, so-called. All that shit finna go out the window, man, and it's gonna be back to the basics. And guess what? Our people didn't receive that sincere milk of the Lord, the basics, understanding, how to pray, how to fast, thinking that they know everything and don't know nothing. And the Lord is about to, he finna bring judgment to this place, man. All right, and it's gonna be pretty bad. I've been listening to a lot of veterans that was in Vietnam and just how horrific they were. A lot of the wars, man. I've been to Iraq, but I'm especially, hey, man, something about that Vietnam one, man. And real veterans that have been to combat, nobody's joking about what they saw. I'm looking at these gentlemen, all men, by the way, looking at their faces when they talk about what they saw, what they've been through, and they're all just traumatized, man. People are very naive here in Babylon the Great. Everybody's taking up sword. That's a whole nother thing. Oh my goodness. How many weapons, are in Babylon the Great? It's gonna be a mess. Everybody got a weapon, man. It's, oh my goodness. And you can tell. I'm watching just that, it comes across my YouTube feed, motherfuckers at the range, motherfuckers doing modification on their sword, just all they talk about is this sword, And if you don't know, the modern day sword is the gun, okay? All they're talking about, and you can feel and you can see the pride oozing off of these people that have these weapons, man. And it ain't just Esau Edom, it's everybody, that trust in that sword. And you can see that, yeah, and that's in fact where their faith lies. It isn't in the Lord, it's in that damn sword, man. They think as long as they got that sword, everything gonna be all right. They've been programmed watching these motherfucking movies, okay? And they think that's how it's gonna be. They think they're gonna shoot their way out of any fucking problem. When it comes to protecting their homes and things, they think long as I got a sword. And my brother just did a video about Eve. It was two Jakes outside her home, looking in the camera, telling her not to come outside. And she, she probably wasn't talking that shit then. Okay, but on her little interview, and she was kind of puffed up, talking about how she wants to be able to stand her ground and all this other shit. And man, please, if them boys wanted you with the Lord, it'd have been over for you, shouted. You know what I mean? Just naive, because again, they got faith in that sword, man. They really are bugged out. This is they are really bugged out when it comes to this sword shit. I'm telling you, you can see it oozing off of them, man. They have no words at all as long as they got their sword, man. And that shit is gonna come to naught, man. Especially if you don't, man. You have no idea, man. Like, especially for you women, man. Especially for you. I mean, if you're not a real deal, like like vet or prepper, just really, and got a whole bunch of ammo. And that's another thing. Even if you do have a lot of ammunition, man, if you're not taking it with you every day, man, you're not even going to be able to get to that shit. And especially for you women, we know y'all ain't got ammunition like that. So guess what? The first night that it starts to go down, I guarantee you blow your load. I guarantee you shoot every last bullet out that sword, and that's going to be the end of it. You're not going to have no more. Again, it's going to be back to the drawing board if you even make it that far. All right. So, I mean, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother lesson. But People in Babylon are very puffed up, man, about that sword, man. And hey, man, that's what the Lord said, though, man. They're gonna take up swords, man. And you see that here in Babylon the Great, man. People are just angry. Road rage is at an all-time high every time I leave my house. And that's why we always say through the Spirit, we need to be praying every time we leave our so-called black and brown behinds up out of the house, man, because these idiots are crazy. All just all type of shit. And I'm not the one, you know. I'm paranoid. You know, you got old dudes, man. Just the other day, man, what's up with the what's it called? Not tailgating, but when a motherfucker drive up just right behind you, like, what is that? What are you doing? I'm paranoid already. You know, I got some old dude in the truck doing that shit. Jake too, man. You think it would be Eve driving crazy like that? All of them, man. As soon as I leave out my driveway, it's just craziness, man. People running red lights, these niggas in these race cars. You know what I mean? It's just buck wild right now in Babylon the Great. If you really are humble enough to admit it. All right, and stop playing games. It is buck wild right now. All right, it's these punk ass women that's trying to, you know, hold on, hold on to this bullshit. You know what I mean? Hold on to this bullshit. No, damn well it's up right now, man. So, I mean, I'm gonna leave it at that through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashai, man. Hey, all we gotta do is keep praying, keep serving Yahweh Shema Hawashai, keep putting the Lord first, and hopefully, you know, the Lord has mercy upon us, and He will provide a way for us to escape all these things that shall come upon the earth, all these things that are coming upon the earth, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.